Hey, Brian Sullivan, founder of Precise Selling with your weekly video tip. Now, this week we're going to talk about the financial presentation, the financial close. Now, a lot of what we've spoken about over the past several weeks is how to craft an email that creates curiosity, how to get past the gatekeeper, how to create a hook to make the prospect excited about the product. And if we've done these things really well, it has led to a lot of Zoom presentations where they maybe give us a half hour, maybe an hour, where we can get into a lot more detail on our product and solution. Now, when I'm not speaking or I'm not training people, I have the opportunity to either sit and watch them on the phone or listen to some recordings of their calls or sit and watch their Zoom presentations. And I got to tell you, I've seen a lot of really, really good ones. But I've seen a lot of ones that got so close to being great, and then they just ended. And the question they could not answer is this one. When the prospect said, yeah, I kind of like it. How much does it cost? And you know what the lame or the unprepared or below average sales rep does at this point? Here's their close. Okay, great. Hey, I'm glad you like it. I'll tell you what, I'll go back to my office, I'll run some numbers, I'll put a quote together, and I'll send you over a proposal. And then we'll regroup maybe sometime next week. And I go, oh my God, were you not prepared? Did you not know how much your solution was going to be? Now, I understand some sales calls, there's a lot of questions you need to ask, and there may be different options that you have to present. So maybe it's not always easy to be prepared. But you know what? You've sold to a lot of people, so you got a pretty good idea of the different options that your company presents. Now, you don't have to be dead on to the penny. But if you came into my office and I really liked what you told me, and I asked the question, how much is it? And you said you'll get back to me, I'd say, you know what? I'm going on to my daughter's lacrosse practice today. I've got bigger things to do. I'm going to forget about you in a week, my friend. I'm telling you, it is so important that you put more preparation than ever before you walk in that door. And think about, what would I say if they say, how much is it? We cannot stumble. You know, there's two things that have to happen in a great sales presentation. We got to convince them that your solution's awesome, but then the money's got to make sense. Well, you get people all fired up, but if you can't do that financial presentation, that's 50%. That's an F where I grew up. All right, now I'm going to take it a step further. When you prepare your financial presentation, I never deliver a quote with one number on it. In fact, every proposal that I present and my clients present, we always present three options. So for example, let's say I spent a good half hour on a Zoom call with you and you told me a pretty good idea what you want. I would be prepared to say something like this. Okay, Mr. Sullivan, based on what we talked about, do you like what you hear? Mr. Sullivan says, yeah, I like it. And I would use these words. Great, let's see if it makes financial sense. Now, that's called slight indifference. I'm not saying, well, let me tell you something. If you love the solution, you're going to love my price. No, I'm saying let's see if it makes financial sense. And then, bam, either on a screen, if this is a Zoom presentation, or if I'm live, I'm going to show this on a nice Word document. And it would be option 1, option 2, option 3. And the wording goes like this. Hey, Mr. Sullivan, I've got 3 options for you. Most people who have your needs go with option number 1, and that includes blank, blank, and blank. We have other facilities who want a more comprehensive solution, maybe a more long-term solution, and they go with option number 2, which includes blank, 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 which, by the way, that option 2 is a lot higher price. And then, of course, we have those on a limited or fixed budget who maybe don't have the cash flow or maybe as many clients or customers as you have. And they go with option number 3. Now, I'm curious, Mr. Sullivan, based on those 3 things, which one makes most sense for you? Now, I want you to think what happened here. I gave them a standard price, which I think that's probably what they're going to go with. That's the package. But then I did a bigger one with a whole lot more features on it because I don't know their budget. Maybe they got some money to spend. And then I have a lower option, which everyone, so many people claim poor. Well, I've got an option for you. I will tell you what will come out of this if your very next sales call, prepare 3 options. You're going to find more money in deals that you didn't know existed. People are going to go with option number 2. And then those ones who were sort of on the fence, deals that you've lost from price, you offered them a lower priced option. We just want to sell them something that makes them happy. And of course, we're going to create long-term customers. We'll come back and maybe we'll upsell them at a later time. So 2 lessons this week. Be great at your financial presentation. And lesson number 2, 3 options. Most, others looking for a premium option, and those poor on a limited or fixed budget. You watch the percentage of sales that you close on game day in 2021 will be bigger than they ever were. All right, hope you enjoyed this week's tip. I got better things to do than talk business sales. See you next week.